All right, so we were talking about Sunday's game, Paul Pierce's great moment. Ray Allen, very much not there on that day when the rest of the 2008 team, or many of them, were in attendance. And he spoke out on his IG against the criticism that came from him playing golf that day instead. He ran a lengthy Instagram post. He praised Pierce. He praised his time together in the Celtics. He said, quote, "Despite what you may have heard or read or what is rumored, there is nothing but love. Paul and I are more interested in building bridges than putting up walls. Congratulations on having your number raised up to the rafters." Now, I want to say a couple things here. First of all, we showed some pictures over the summer. The two of them were both in China at the same time. It was the first time since Ray left the Celtics that they really did get a chance to talk, and Paul has been very open that, just as Ray said, they have kind of quashed things between them. They are both interested in a nice, friendly future going forward. I will also say that Paul was on our show on Monday, and we did a segment talking about the fact that Ray wasn't there. And right after that break, the minute we got off the air, Ray Allen texted Paul in the moment and said, hey, I can only assume he was watching the show,
right,
and texted him right at the break to say, hey, man, I'm sorry I wasn't there. Congratulations. You guys can decide if maybe that text should have come earlier or if he should have been there.
Yeah, I'm sure Ray knew about this day for Paul for quite some time. And when I was watching it, the first thing I was like, where's Ray? Because, he was a huge part of this. Now, I know they had their differences in the past because of Ray left. And we as men tend to handle those type of situations differently. We don't like to, go to the guy and patch things up like women does. You guys do a phenomenal job. We like to hold things in, right?
Admit you're wrong. Admitting you're wrong
for sure.
Can be very difficult for some people in this
situation,
business.
But it just didn't look right with all the other players there, KG, Rondo, and Ray wasn't there. I was upset about that.
I honestly believe, and people from Boston have told me I'm dead wrong about this. I honestly believe that someday they will all get back together and they will celebrate their championship, and they will, and you're enjoying this, and they will say to them, we wish we should have done this years ago.
What were we doing? What were we doing?
Right, exactly.
Look,
they may be old men when they say that, but this was an opportunity they could have gone closer.
Do you remember the last time you posited that theory on this show?
I did.
And Scottie Pippen was sitting next to you, and I said, Scottie, how do you feel about not the little Isaiah Thomas, Zeke Isaiah Thomas. How do you feel about Isaiah Thomas? If you guys patch things up, the death stare that man gave me in that moment.
Ask Isaiah Thomas about Karl Malone.
Right?
The look that he was.
But those guys didn't win championships together.
True.
Someday, maybe it's 20 years from now, someday they will all stand together.
You said championships. You meant a championship.
Championship.
I do believe, by the way, that Ray
won.
Allen and Paul Pierce, if you stuck them in a room together, they would be fine, and that maybe Ray would have come on Sunday, except Kevin Garnett was there on Sunday. And Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett are not fine at all. That may have been a factor in Ray deciding.
It was a wonderful post.
It was. It was beautiful. And he didn't have to do that, and he did it.
No, not at all. But it was 2 days later. You got to point that out. Come on, Ray.